Joel Alvarez, as well as our two regional show lock of the night predictions, come through for us this past weekend, pushing our prediction record now to 61-17 on the year for plus 30.53 units and an 8% ROI. That's about a 78% hit rate as well, which I'm more than happy about. But 80% is always the goal, so we're always striving to get better so that we can be that spot for you that you can always come to know that more often than not, at least at 80% hit rate, the lock of the night prediction will come through for you guys. Whether you play it straight, whether you throw in a parlay, I want to make sure you have that surefire spot every single week. And reminder, the 3 lock of the night predictions that I give you guys on this segment is not necessarily all 3 I'm picking to win, but only one of them is going to be my official lock of the night prediction. And the place for you to find where that's going to be is on the Patreon. Link in the description below. Already got mine locked in for this week, but it is one of the 3 that I'm about to spit to you guys. Just a reminder, the MMA Fight Archive is live as well, and we're close to 1,900 fighter profiles on there as well. So if you like doing your own predicting and researching and breaking down fights, this is your one-stop shop to make sure that you got every link to past fights for all the upcoming cards, from the UFC to PFL to this weekend. We got Cage Warriors, Bellator versus Risen, and Contender Series is just about to start up on August 8th, and I'll be sure to have all those fighters posted for you guys so that you guys can get all your studying done and ensure that you leave no stone unturned when you're looking into these fighters so you know what to expect when they step inside the cage. 7-day free trial available for that. Check the link in the description below. All right, let's get right into the top 3 lock of the night candidates for this weekend's UFC 291 card. The first of which is going to be Miranda Maverick against Priscilla Cachoeira. Right now, she's sitting around minus 270. A little bit chalky, but I feel there is a big skill gap in this matchup. Obviously, Cachoeira has that nuclear power in her hands. She's almost a Francis Ngannou of the women's flyweight division, but I think she struggles in almost every other aspect of MMA. I think specifically in the grappling realm. Now, I get it. She's working on her grappling, and she's all the way up to a purple belt now, but I still think she's going to crumble under the pressure once she gets taken to the ground, especially against a fighter like Miranda Maverick, who's very tough to deal with from that top position. I think Maverick's striking game is obviously still coming along, but I think it's good enough to stay safe in that realm to eventually change levels, get the fight to the ground, and then get to work with what she does best. And that's smashing from on top, getting some good control, and then eventually opening up a submission opportunity. I'm not 100% sold that she'll be able to finish Cachoeira here, but I feel pretty damn good about the fact that she'll be able to do what she wants with her on the mat, whether it's control, damage, finish, whatever it is. I'm not sold on the fact that she'll 100% lock of the night prediction type finish here, but I feel pretty damn good about her as a straight up pick, whether it's a straight up or a parlay piece. I feel pretty good about her here. So she's going to be the first candidate of the lock of the night predictions. Second candidate for the lock of the night for UFC 291 is going to be a violence bet. And that's between Matthew Summersburger and Uros Medic. That's currently sitting at minus 260. And when you parlay Matthew Summersburger's knockdowns in terms of 9 knockdowns in 8 fights, along with the fact that Uros Medic has never seen the judges' scorecards, I'm expecting a banger in this fight, especially how they match up in the striking realm. Medic is a little bit more of a striker from distance who likes to utilize his range, while Summersburger likes to use his explosiveness and power to connect on his opponents and try to knock them out. I think both these guys are going to be looking to get each other out of there, and I believe they're going to pretty much rely on their striking here, and I think one of them will end up getting their hand raised by knockout. I'm going to go with the Summersburger side, but just to cover a potential finish on the Medic side, I'm just going to take the fight doesn't go to decision straight up here as the second lock of the night candidate. The third and final lock of the night candidate that I have for you guys is going to be Gabriel Fiendt. Now, he's sitting around that minus 300 range against Trevin Giles, and I get it. He could be seeming like a hyped prospect to a lot of people going up against a veteran and might get that vet lesson, but I really believe that Fiendt is a great fighter all around. From his striking game, which he puts on great combinations and power against his opponents, to the fact that he can capitalize on desperation takedowns and snatch up the neck of his opponents and take home a submission victory. The majority of his wins coming by submission, usually by that club and sub mark. I feel like he can do that here against Giles, who I believe his durability is still a bit of a question mark now with this being the 4th fight in his welterweight career. He's taking a step up compared to the guys that he's been facing in the welterweight division outside of Michael Morales. But this ain't no Preston Parsons. This is a well-rounded fighter in Gabriel Fiendt, who is very dangerous and can finish him at any time. Give me Fiendt as the third and final lock of the night prediction. Again, a little bit chalky on all three of these. Go ahead and parlay whichever one that I end up picking. Play it straight, whatever you like. But I guarantee at a 78% hit rate, at least you'll hit these spots as well. So make sure you guys check it out. If you want to know exactly which candidate I went with as my official lock of the night for UFC 291, check the link in the description below for my personal Patreon page, and you'll be able to find it there. All right, I'll catch you guys tomorrow for the top 3 dog of the night candidates for UFC 291. See you guys then.